And hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Paula Vail here, your host of Choices, Finding Your Joy. Oh my gosh, I have a beautiful lady with us today, and literally it's what she does for others. She helps them find their joy. I am so happy to introduce May Vu, who is an international speaker, a love coach, matchmaker. Oh, May, I'm so happy to have you on the show. This is going to be so fun. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, and thank you for inviting me to be on your show.
Oh, I'm really honored. I really am. Gosh. Well, tell us a bit about yourself and the fun, beautiful work that you do with others. Let's talk about this. Love.
So first of all, I wanted to show you my view because it's so pretty. Can you see this? I'm at Morro Bay in California, and the fog just rolled back so that we can have a beautiful afternoon to talk to each other. And it's just so beautiful. I'm taking my daughter away for a couple of days for spring break with my sweetheart and her friend, and it's part of my what I call my hot life with hot love. You know, it's like that's what we all want, right? A great partner to travel with, our kids get along well and is thriving, and that we have time to spend with them, and we can still do amazing work in the world and reach a wide audience in the world.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Tell us about the work you do and how you assist others, and give us some thoughts on that.
Yeah, I work with successful moms or single women, but mostly moms, and who are successful, who's got the money equation down, you know, who knows how to make money and are doing work in the world. And for some reason, they can't seem to get the love equation right. And when you don't have love in your life, you don't have joy, as you know, right? So it's like, I remember when I was single, everything was going fine. I was happy, but I couldn't get to joy until, you know, I found the right partner, you know, and we are able to cultivate what I call our hot life with hot love in it. So then there's a level of joy and bliss that I felt inside me versus contentment and happiness. Like I was happy, but I wasn't in joy. So that's what I do now, is to help successful women find that level of joy that they so deserve.
Yes. So give us some of the tips that you share. You know, if you have everything set, except you really want to find love and find a partner, what suggestions do you have?
Well, what I find is that most women are run by three things that really get in their way of joy, love, and success, and even sometimes with money too. The first one is that they work so hard, they say yes to so much responsibilities, they actually shut down on the level of joy, and they make themselves really hard to love unknowingly, even though they really hunger for it, they want it, but they're so busy and so stressed out, they push it away. So that's one thing that women do. And then the other thing that we do is we're run by guilt and fear that we're not good enough. And so no matter how many degrees you have, how much money you make, how smart and brilliant you are, you still feel like you're not good enough. So that really is detrimental to a woman's happiness. And then last but not least, the nail that seals the coffin is when you start walking on eggshells trying to please everyone around you. So these three things, when you couple them together, it really gets in the way of a woman allowing the love of their life to come in.
So how do we work with that? Like, let's say, you know, because we have so much we're responsible for and doing, and we're really not loving ourselves as much as we could. What do we do for that? Any suggestions?
Well, the trouble is we actually think we do. That's the trouble. First of all, is that we think we love ourselves. Every single woman, when they talk to me, they're like, I love myself. It's like, I'm like, yeah, I know you think so. and but if you notice that, let's say if you notice that you tend to hurt yourself, or you bruise yourself, or you you don't sleep well, or you have all-nighters, or you drink as a way to, numb out whatever feelings that, that tells me that even though you think you may be going to spas or get your nails done, but there's a level of deeper love and acceptance that you haven't been able to do for yourself.
Yeah.
And that one is really a tricky one, because it has now become a should in women's mind. We all walk around with, I should love myself. I know I do. I know I should. I'm sick and tired of hearing that, because there's so many, everywhere you go, we're bombarded with that message. And what that did in our brain is the brain turned that into a new beating tool that we beat ourselves with. I should love myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In fact, so when I work with my clients, I don't even tell them that. I just say, I love and accept you as is. And at first they really hate me for that. They're like, is there anything else that you would tell me? And I'm like, what else is there? I love and accept you as is. And you try it.
Yeah.
Try saying that to yourself, And so when they start doing it, and then other people say that to them in our community, we work in community a lot of times. And so they're like, we love you as is. And at first, women really kick and scream, and they're like, I don't get it. But over time, it seeps in.
Yes, yes. And, so many times we can think, I'll love myself more when I accomplish this, or I'll love myself more when I get this down, and we put restrictions or what ifs on that love. That can happen. Yeah,
totally, all the times, because we were raised that way. This is not, it's not our fault. We were raised this way, very conditioned from, I don't know, starting at 5. Yeah. But I think it's even earlier. The minute we start going to school, it's like, okay, now, Jane, do this, and then you'll get that kind of thing. And mom and dad said the same thing. And then the perfectionist comes in and demands so much perfection from us.
Yes.
Crazy. Yes. Yeah.
So what would you say if someone is yearning to find that person to love, and it's like, I keep trying, but gosh, I'm not finding them, or I meet someone and then it doesn't work out, and then I get discouraged. What do you say? Yeah.
So first, love is not about finding. So you never have to find love. If you find yourself looking for love, you already are off the, since we're sitting here with boats and everything, I'll use the boat.
That is such a powerful message. I love it.
Right? I mean, like, do you, in your work, do you go find joy? No, you don't find it. You are joy.
Yes.
You beam joy, and you breathe. You breathe, and you let joy in and out of you, right? So with all of my women, this is 100% true. If you have to find love, you're 1 degree off. Your compass is off. Your direction is off. When you can let love out and let love in, just the way you are, that's when it shows up. And wouldn't you say, May, that when you can just realize that you are love, and that's really all you need to be, guess what? It's going to just start attracting more love, wouldn't you say? Yeah. It is, and it sounds so simple, but in real life it's not. It's like it's come so easy. It's like something like, oh, here's your new partner to share your journal with. Immediately people go, oh, but I don't know him. I'm famous. I can't share my stuff with other people. Oh, I'm this and I'm that. Oh, I don't know that person. So, but okay, I'll share one person, but I can't share my story with the whole group. These are all signs that we can't let love in, that we have shame inside us. Right? I mean, like, it's like, can we just stand in the world as is, no makeup on, nothing, and stand there and know that we deserve to be loved. Yes. That's where the work comes in.
Yes. And that really, I mean, it immensely raises our vibration as well, doesn't it?
You know this, right? Tell us about the raising in vibration.
I love it. I love it. That's
no, you tell us about the vibration. Yeah.
Well, I'm myself, I'm just very passionate about it with my Reiki, with, I've done some speaking engagements. When we have the joy, the happiness, love, compassion, all those things, they raise our vibration. Yeah. This creates more of that. This opens doors for connections, people we might meet, or opportunities. Things can come through that you never even dreamed possible.
Exactly.
So I'm personally very big on, one hand is have your goals, study what you want to achieve and what you're working for. But on the other hand, have it wide open, trust, and just allow, because you know what? Something may come through that you didn't even imagine.
No.
It's greater than what you were working for. So that's kind of how I look at things. And that's how that's for me, from owning a restaurant to being featured in
being on Times Square in a billboard, on a billboard.
It's amazing when we raise that vibration and allow that love and joy to be there.
Yeah. And what most people who are dating, they don't realize is that every time you date, whatever that comes at you is a reflection of where you're at.
Oh, wow.
Right? So if you're dating and you keep running into men who are non-committal, guess what? That's a reflection that you're not ready to commit.
You're having come to you what you're putting out.
It's vibration. It's just what you just said. Life attracts light, right?
Creates light. I love it.
Yeah. So instead of feeling bad that you're not with someone that you love, use that as a clue, a hint. If that's who's showing up in my life, I'm going to have to look at that piece. And then what do I need to heal there? And when I can heal that, then let's see who's the next one come. And each person that comes into your life is actually an indication of benchmarking of your raising your vibration to receive love.
And oh my gosh, that's very exciting, because you know what? That gives you personally the power to raise your vibration and put out there the energy and bring that back to you, what you're putting out there. And really, that's very exciting, isn't it? To know that
it is.
You can do that.
And when you can see that, you will see where in you that needs healing, where in you around love and relationship that needs healing. And that's all this is. Love and relationship and dating and marriages and all that stuff is to help you heal your inner stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We think it's about living happily ever after, but living happily ever after is the outcome of how much you heal yourself.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
I love
it's huge.
Oh, so is part of what you do, because there may be viewers out there that want to raise that vibration and become that and feel more love, but really aren't sure how to do it.
I have two things to share with them.
Great.
So the first thing is get my book called The Divorced Mom's Guide to Dating. The Divorced Mom's Guide to Dating. You can find it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble online. Easy peasy. It's a bestseller on Amazon. And I promise you have never heard of dating advice this way before. It's completely new material on this planet. So that's number one. And second is that I have such a great opportunity. Like in a couple weeks, I'm going to be doing a live event in California. Would love to invite people to come to that event so that you can have 2 full days with me, so I can help you straighten out your relationship.
I love it. And when is that event?
So the event is on April 29th and 30th. in California, April 29th and 30th. And then I do one in August and also one in November in Florida. But let's just talk to the Bay Area one. It's super fun. You get to spend 2 days with me and my team so that you can can immediately transform your relationship and your love. So if you're dating or if you're stuck in a marriage that is dead and boring, come to my Hot Life, Hot Love.
Yeah, I love that. Hot Life, Hot Love. Oh my goodness.
That's right, baby.
Oh. It must be so fulfilling for you to work with so many women and just have such an effect on so many lives.
You know, it is so fulfilling, and it's like I just feel like a life well lived. I'm so grateful that I get to be walking through this journey with all my clients. And I actually have like a personal story. Can I share it?
Oh, I would love it. I would love it. Thank you.
So I just got this text on my phone on Saturday. It's actually a very sad text, and it's from an old client of mine. And she texted me to let me know that her husband, who also knew me and did some work with me, is transitioning. His kidney is failing and he's actually dying. Mm-hmm. And in that text, she said to me, she said, "Thank you for teaching him how to love me and for teaching me how to let him love me." Oh. And we wish that we had more time with each other. Oh. And I'm like bawling and going, so much emotion. And I feel so honored and so grateful that I get to do what I do. And and that's what I want for people is I don't want them to have regret at the end. I want them to say, we did it. We love ourselves to the best of our capacity. Yes. We went for it all. And, I have no regret.
Yes. And, that's a great topic is the fact we can be loved, but sometimes we really don't allow ourselves to be loved. Would you say?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's the first thing I check, got this sort of assessments like, how are you open to receive love? And most of the time people are like, this open.
Yes.
Yeah.
So give us an example or some suggestions when someone does want to be more lovable, that they want to open that up.
Yeah, it's start with themselves, so the first place is I help them listen to themselves and identify the areas where they have abandoned, where they have tried to fix and ran away from. A lot of times it's about, how they're not good enough here and they're not good enough there, or, oh, I love myself to this point, but oh no, not that much, mm-hmm. not like that. Mm-hmm. And it comes out in the strangest stories, in the strangest area in our brain. But so there's so many parts of us that we abandon ourselves of.
Yeah.
So I help them fall madly in love with themselves first. And when they fall madly in love with themselves, then they let other people love them. And when they can let other women love them, then letting a man love them is easy.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. We keep looking for men to love us. And then we think that if they love us, then we'll be good and everything's fixed. It's not.
Yes.
The truth is men are loving us all the times, everywhere, but we can't see it, we can't recognize it, and we push it away.
Yes.
And we don't trust it.
Yes. And, and that can happen. We can begin to make those steps at any time. A key, I would think, is don't give up. And
never give up.
To realize you are loved, you are lovable. And those steps can begin and that love can come in. Yes.
Yeah, totally. Yep. And you can live happily ever after, but not the old ways that we've been taught how to do it. All of what we've been taught about love, in fact, love, sex, and relationship, how we've been taught is just so outdated and so not working, but we keep repeating that, trying to make it work.
Yeah. So you bring in new suggestions, new information, guidance. I love it.
Yeah.
Because it is a challenge. Myself, I was a single mother for many, many years and running my business. it's a challenge. It is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's huge, and we're exhausted. So it's not easy. This is not easy because I catch myself doing it all the time. If my sweetheart comes and say, "Hey, honey, let me take you away on a trip," and I'm like, "Are you kidding? I have work to do. I have an event coming up. What are you thinking?" And like immediately my reaction is to push him away and push all that goodness away. And then I'm like, wait, he's trying to love me and he's trying to elevate me so that I can receive more love, so that I can have more to give. So I'm like, all right, yes, you can take me away. Like that's my fight. It's like, yes, you can take me away. And then we go away and I sit there and I'm like, God, it was the most brilliant thing to do. This trip was what's needed. So hardworking women and moms encounter that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of time we interpret love coming at us as if it's a burden, an annoyance, something we have to deal with.
Yeah. So what do you suggest in that situation? How do you work through that? How do you change that mindset?
It all starts with listening, learning to listen to yourself and learning to recognize who's talking inside. There's a part inside us is what I call the hardworking peasant woman. Uh-huh. She's hardworking. She puts her head down and she just works. So all she knows is work. And when it comes to love and relationships, she'll work at it. She'll work harder. She'll work at it, but she actually end up pushing it away. So if we could help her recognize that, no, it's not work. It's actually love coming at you. So open up and receive. And this same hardworking woman is crazy too. She's like, if you offer her a new project or a new opportunity, her first reaction is, I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. It's like she pushes everything away. It's really fascinating how that is the case. Yeah. I'm going to move myself a little bit because it's getting hot and noisy here. So
you're doing just fantastic. Just fantastic.
I know, right?
This is so fun. I can imagine over the time, all the transitions you have seen with all the women you work with and helping them, being a matchmaker. I love it.
Yeah. It's so interesting too. It's like I don't just have American clients, I have Swedish clients, which is so fascinating. Like Sweden, what do I know about being a Swede? And yet this material is universal, and they struggle with the same thing. And I think a lot of times in the first world country, all of the women around the world are suffering with the same issues. Mm-hmm. We have every opportunity to be loved, to live in joy and in abundance, and we don't know how to do it. And so we keep wrecking it. We actively wreck it.
Yeah. And, so much happening, especially in the U.S., so many more women entrepreneurs and women in the workforce and doing so many things. And, and it can be difficult sometimes because we have to be focused on that, but yet we also need to be able to love ourselves and raise that vibration and bring that love in.
Yeah. And let ourselves be loved. That's really hard because if you let yourself be loved, what comes up, what that pushes against is, I'm not worthy. Mm-hmm. If you run by the fear that I'm not good enough, of course there's a judge in here that said, I'm not worthy, right? Exactly. So the judge said, you're not worthy, so how dare you let him or her love you? Mm-hmm. And if they do, it comes at a cost. So many women would say, but May, you don't understand. I'd have to pay the price. Like, maybe in the past you have, but now you can create something completely different. And that's the details of how to create that is where the work is for people.
So basically, give us the first couple steps. So the first step would be loving yourself, correct?
The first step is to heal. So this is why everything you see in my work has the word heart in it. So it's heart. Heart stands for heal, open, and trust. So
heal. I love that.
right? Heal the wound inside you, heal your old story, heal the past relationship with your father, with your mother, with whatever else that happened to you. We need to help you heal that. And therapy just doesn't cut it. For some reason, people who try to heal themselves with therapy takes 3 or 5 years, and it still doesn't quite work. It's like, it's a technology that is past. It's like humanity is moving so fast that we need a faster technology to help people. So we need to heal the old wounds. And then once you start to heal some and you can get a hold of yourself, then you can learn to open yourself to love. And start with letting women around you love you, because that's safe. They're women, they're not men. They don't want sex from us. It's okay, right? So start with opening yourself up and let other women love us. Be in community and see how that is. Be in community without you doing all the work. Women know how to be in community by being a slave, a peasant, but they don't know how to be in community and receive love. Okay? So you have to open yourself to be loved and let love in. And then trust that everything is going exactly for you. Trust that you can have what you want. Trust that life's got your back. That part is really tricky. So it takes a little bit for people to get to that trust level.
Yeah. And when you do,
and it's hard.
it's beautiful. I love it. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Yeah. We have about 2 more minutes in the show. What last words would you like to say, May?
Take a big deep breath and let all this stuff in. It's really, life is there for you. And everything that you hear is right there for you. It's available. So if you trust that it's available for you, and take the courageous act, whether you talk to Paula here, or you talk to me, or to talk to other coaches, or whoever out there, allow yourself to be loved and supported. Allow yourself to receive the love. It's okay. It's safe.
Yes. Oh, that is so beautiful. Thank you for all that you do, May. I'm just so excited. Gosh. And I love that you're not too far away from Washington State. I may have to pop in sometime.
Pop down. Come down for April. Man, that would be so much fun to have you. Oh my gosh, we can do a live show with. Oh my gosh, at my event, I'm going to have a fashion show with all my clients. Going to get on the stage, and they're going to wear whatever that show off the work that they have done in the past months with me. It's really fun.
I love it. Oh, I'll be thinking about you. Oh, thank you so much. This has been so fun. And a big thank you to all my viewers out there. Love, hugs, blessings. May, love, hugs, blessings your way. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, you too.